In this video tutorial, you can see the remaining style settings for horizontal timeline layout with Elementor Timeline add-on Widget Pro. So let's continue with the video tutorial. We will be editing the year label online settings. We can change the year label color to suit the timeline. Here, we can add the year label background color. We can change the font family for the year label online settings. We can add border to these options. We can select a border type here. Here, we can add or increase the year box size with this slider. Next, coming to content background and border settings, we can add a padding around the content. Next, we can add spacing under the content in the bottom. Next, we can select and add a background color for the content. Next, under Content Box Border, we can add a border for the content. We can change border width that's suitable for the content. Here, we can select the color for the border, as well as change the border radius to give it a nice cool corner around the box. Next, we will continue with the style settings. Under title settings, we can change the color of the title text here. Here we can add a background color for the title text. Next, we can change the typography of the title text here. We can select the font family here. We can change the size of the font here. We can change the weight of the font. Next, we can add padding for the title text here. Again, we can change the gap under the title content below. We are done with the title style option here. Next, under description settings, we can change the color of the description text here. Here we can add a background color for the description text. Next, we can select and change the font family text here. We can choose to increase or decrease the description text font size here. Next, we can change the weight of the font. Next, we can add padding for the description text here. Again, we can increase the gap under the description content below. Under Image Media Settings, we can increase or decrease the width of the image or media element. We can align the image media content. We can also increase or decrease the height of the image or media here. And we can add padding around the image media here. And here, we can add margin around the image media here. We will re-edit the width and height of the image in the horizontal layout again. The border effect with 100% image looks more better in the content. We can add border to the image with these options. We can select the color for the border here. We can change border width that's suitable for the content. We can select a border type here. We can add a shadow to the content box here. We can select and edit any of these settings like box color, horizontal or vertical border shadow, blur and spread effect for the shadow box can be added here. Finally, the button Read More settings. We can add background color for the button here. The button text color can be edited and changed here. Next, we can align the button that is suitable to the timeline content. We can add the button width with the button width slider options. And again, we can also add button height with slider options. We can add margins to the button here. And again, we can also add padding to the button if needed here. With this, we have come to the end of this video tutorial on setting up timeline horizontal layout. Please watch the next video tutorial to know how to set up timeline layout with WordPress blog posts using Elementor Timeline add-on Widget Pro.